Why is this? Someone give us a 5x5, so now there's people there. Parsnip, what's the crack? Yeah, I just said I'd do a short live. Welcome to my area. Someone uploaded a video earlier and I was like, huh? That's the first time I'm at that bleeding here in the van in Coolock. So I know I said it all, I don't dabble with the old alcohol usually, but I have the odd Guinness, so I said I'll go down to Lidl, get myself 2 Guinnesses and go swing by and have a look if this video is real or not, because lads and ladies, I would have heard if something fucking happened down here. Poo-poo in the area, poo-poo. That's back up that way at the old Holiday Inn. Loads of poo-poo up there. What's the story, Jerry? What's the crack? I was just saying that, yeah, I seen a video earlier and I was like, right, I'm gonna do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Apparently the boulders got removed or something outside here. So we'll see what we... I was talking to Lady and I was like, you know, only the last few months am I starting to see them using old footage of videos. You know, and it's not when I see it and I'm like, what's the purpose of that? Like, you know, things are bad enough as it is, right? We know they are. And we all know they are gonna get worse, by the way, you know. The more they let in, the worse it's gonna get. But I was just thinking to myself, like, do these people, sorry if it's a bit breezy, do these people who are sharing all footage, oh bless yourselves folks, and the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. These people who are sharing them, I'm like, do you want shit to kick off quicker by sharing these things? You know, I know there's a lot of people thinking right now, well, shit should have kicked off ages ago, and I semi agree with you. Should have. Quicker shit kicks off, quicker stuff will be resolved, you know. Yeah, man, Jerry, I seen one being shared around everywhere, and it was an individual from Finglas, you know who I'm talking about, and it was up by the docks, and he was using the blue constitution and like putting it in the faces of the guard and all. And I'm like, that's about 4 years ago. I was there. Why are you sharing that, like? You know? And like they're sharing it on Twitter and saying, this is what Ireland is like right now. And I'm like, no, it's not, you lying bastard. No, it's not. To be honest, if there were more people like that individual that was that day at the docks, there might be fucking something done about it, you know? Well, anyways. Yeah, sorry about you. No worries, alright. So yeah, look, I'm going over now. You'll see the boulders are still there as far as I can see. Yeah, boulders are still there. How are you, Sean? What's the crack? Up there, Coolock. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. It's just like, right? Are these people who are sharing them? Are they just fed up now, or is it? You know, I don't know. You don't know people's minds, Jerry. You know what I mean? But there you go. The boulders are still there, so they weren't taken down or anything. So, you know, I'll take you around and show you the new funeral home that Jennings bought as well while I'm here. And there's one of these fucking car rental places that started up around here as well. sprung up out of bleeding nowhere, it did. Philip Dwyer with the deranged Lassie. I try catch as much of Philip Dwyer as I can, but like the man's just fucking everywhere. He's hard to keep up with. You know what I mean? He's a hard bloke to keep up with. He gets around or. I wonder if I can go in that side entrance then. Let's have a go, see if I can go in here. No guard anywhere. No guard anywhere. Stay here, yeah. There's the old JCB. The old hut that they did a false flag in. They did a false flag in that hut. The lads used to have a shelter built up there. So there you go, yeah, there's no there's the fucking boulders. They're all still up there. So I mean, we're getting flashbacks of me bike. I miss me bike, lads. I miss me bike. This is where it went missing. So there you have it. Lady, if you're watching, there you have it. Still there. Get them out, Irish only. No. You up the Coolock. Get them out, free Coolock. Susie B. I think I follow her on Twitter. So yeah, there's another video that's the other one, whoever was sharing that earlier. Yeah, they're talking bollocks. That's not Coolock right now. Because in the video, it was from over here, and all of them were down, and it was someone standing over here. And I was like, even you can tell even by the look of the video that it's more than a year old. Do you know? I think it's something that we're developing as we go along in this. Is we're able to tell just by looking at footage. You know, saying, "Oh, that's a fucking old video." The first big giveaway was the fact that there was no big green, white, and orange boulders there anymore. Do you know what I mean? So. That was the first big giveaway for me. How are you, Tommy? What is all saying here? Sorry. Well, there's no centre going in there, and anyway, there I can tell you that. But I'm sure if you've watched certain people comment, like Paul O'Neill and Lady, they tell you what it's like. They're telling me information about fucking Coolock, and I live out here. Do you know what I mean? But Holiday Inn, that's where they all are, man. Do you know? The Holiday Inn and a place up by Clonshock. That's close enough to my area. It's up this way. Yeah, man's fucking pissed out his head in front of me. Let's not forget what? Charlie at Burns. What's that? Sorry. Charlie at Burns pointed jab at the people of Coolock after Clare's win last year in Northern Ireland, the scumbags. Man, Dan, I was only looking at a video of two fucking gombeans. It was one of the big... Who was it? I think it was Kerry and Tyrone or something like this, but it was during the height of the great whooping cough that was put upon us. And man, the two commentators, it was like they were getting off. It was like they were getting off fucking talking about it. You know, and he was like this lad from the countryside, an elbow from the countryside, and he was like, I can guarantee you all of them are all of this side, I think it was Tyrone, all of Tyrone are jabbed or vaccinated. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I say the words now, I don't give a bollocks anymore. But there should be an inquiry sent into the other side, do you know, and to make sure all of them are jabbed. And it's like, what the fuck, man? It was honestly like they were it was like they were getting off on it. It was weird watching it, you know. And I watched another video came out of the US from about 6-7 months ago, and it was that bloke that a lot of us were highlighting, that Dr. Hotez. I don't know, he's half Canadian, half American or something. And he was one of the big the avid pushers of everything during the start of it, you know. He claimed that he was doing it because he wanted to save lives and all that shit, right? But you could quite clearly tell the man was being paid to push. You know, he was one of the ones that was being paid to push. So, but he did another interview there about 6-7 months ago, and the radio host of the show asked him, a woman, she asked him, she said, why is it now when I get the COVID, why is it worse? You know, why each time do I get it is it worse and worse? And Dr. Hotez turns around and he goes, well, oh sorry, there's Jennings. So Jennings bought Tato. I've told people about that one before. They bought the old Tato, right? You can see the old sign there. And I do joke about it, saying it brings a whole new meaning to Born to a Crisp, you know? Like Jennings buying a fucking old an old Tato crisp factory, you know? To fucking incinerate the corpses. Anyway. So that's, Jennings bought that place there about 3 years ago. Where was I? So Hotez goes to her, well, I can tell you why. I'll tell you why you are, right? He goes, back in 2020 or 2021, when you got your first 2 immunisations, he says, did you go for the third one, the booster? And your woman goes, I did, she said. And then, as soon as she said, I did go for the booster, he goes, yeah, but did you keep going and getting more? Like, you know, your top-ups. Did you go and get your top-ups? So it's like, no matter what she said, he was still going to come back with something like that, some crap like that. And then she goes, no, well, I got the third and then I stopped. And then he goes, well, that's why your COVID's getting worse each time you catch it. I was just like, it's not fucking, I was just like, come on. Let it sink in, people. Do you know what I mean? There's the Enterprise thing, this yoke here. We used to go over here and watch the old helicopter drop, but that's the new rent-a-car spot. That just sprung up out of fucking nowhere. Like, within a couple of weeks, and it was up, you know? Like the phone credit, yeah, Jerry. Like the phone credit. You have to stay on top of it. You have to keep topped up. It's fucking mad. And he's just, but you know, the annoying thing is knowing that he's getting paid to say all that stuff. Do you know? Why can't they just see that this man is clearly being paid? Do you know? And it's the same goes for these fucking, sorry if I swear a lot, but these radio presenters, right, over here in Ireland. I heard, like, I was listening into Mousy and Giddy Day the other day, and they were talking about Adrian and the other fella, which it was a good show, like, years ago, you know, because they used to take calls from local people and they genuinely listened to people's concerns in their areas and actually have a logical conversation with them. But now it's just, no, it's like, it's literally only what they want to get out is what they'll listen to. Otherwise they'll just blank you, or, you know, ridicule you, or, you know, say shit like, I suppose you're going to tell me the world is flat now, are you? You know, this sort of shit. Just to, like, ridicule you as much as possible, put you down, you know, try shut you up, try make you feel stupid. It's the oldest fucking trick in the book. But I do believe more and more people are getting the harder skin, you know, or what some people refer to as God's armour. Take from that what you will, but I've heard people say that's what it is. That's making people stronger and able to withstand these fools with their magical fascist fucking far right, all these labels. Yeah, it's like they're trying to cast spells on people. That's what they're doing with them. Cash, what's the story? I Oh, there's flat earth. So it's talking about flat earth and you just appeared. I was saying how they use that when they try to, if you're trying to say something about excess deaths and stuff like this, they turn around and say stuff like that. Like they say, well, I suppose you're going to tell me the earth is flat next, are you? Or that the world's magically ruled by lizards. They always bring that one in as well. Isn't it weird? I don't know. What have you been researching something? Do you want to tell us something? Do you know what I mean? It's very, 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 very nearly flat. I do. Do you know what I do say? I don't know. I haven't been up there. Do you know what I mean? I haven't been up high enough to tell you. Sure as hell don't trust NASA. But anyway, that's a different story. The point I went live tonight was to show you that debunk that video about the bunker or the blockade outside Crown. It's still there, It's just making me think, like, who are these people who are, sharing it? Because, like I said to Lady earlier, I heard one or two whispers about it, and when the questions put back to these people who are whispering about it, they don't know. So, if you want to, what's the saying I'm looking for here? If you want something done, do it yourself. So I said, while I was going to get 2 Guinness, I'd swing by and I'd show you that it's still there. So, well, if it helps you understand that you hold the power and it's from under God, they derive their delegation of authority. Oh, nice, Jerry. Talk so well. You write some crackers in there, you do. Do you know what else I find weird about? I know William was doing a live there earlier and he just talked about Buzz Aldrin and stuff like that. But that guy who went and asked Buzz Aldrin, alright, if you want me to believe you went to the moon, right, put your hand on the Bible and swear to God. And he just gets void. He actually punched someone. And do you know what I mean? And when I watched that, I was like, right, well, hang on. Why are you so afraid? Do you know? Why are you so afraid to just put your hand on the book and swear to God? Should be nothing to you, do you know? So there's something fishy there, there's something dodgy there. Something doesn't compute, you know what I'm saying? Hulkmania, yeah. No, Hulkster. I'll say again, I did a short video on him, but I'll say again about Hulk. He, at least he stuck by his fucking word. He came out and he said that them things were killing people. He said they killed some of my friends with that. Betty White and Bob Saget. No, I'm not too sure about Bob Saget, but yeah, he came out and he said that about that. Like, he wasn't one of these to shy away, and at least he fucking said something. At least he spoke up, and maybe that was tied into him finding what he found in the last 2 years of his life. Maybe it was tied into that, Phil Collins dying as well, is he? There's a lot of them dropping. Yeah, man, out of, what was that show with, the Cosby Show? What was that show with Bill Cosby? The Cosby Show, your man Jamal something. Someone tagged me in a video about him, and the video was inclining that for the last 6 days before he was found in the ocean, that he kept ringing his mother and asking her really bizarre questions, and just kept telling her that he loved her and all. So it was like as if he knew something was coming. Jamal something, I can't think of his surname. Jamal Mayer something. Another one that passed. Phil Collins, your man. I can feel it call up in the air tonight. He also wrote and sang Land of Confusion. If you haven't listened to that song, go and listen to that fucking song. Too many men making too many problems, and there's not much love to go around. Can't you see this is the land of confusion? Is it getting a fucking karaoke night and all tonight, huh? Fucking hell, haven't even had a beer yet. Swear on nothing, for you own nothing. Not even a hair in your head. Let your answer be yay or nay. Judges know you don't know who you are. So now, Jerry, I seen a video earlier on. Unfortunately, I went back onto Facebook, but God, I forgot how many people I was linked in with on Facebook. When I went back into it, I was tagged in fucking thousands of things. I hadn't been on it in years. But there's a lad who goes by. I asked him could I do a voiceover video on it, and he agreed to it. So I have it saved, and I'm going to do a voiceover video. But basically, he gets one of the local TDs, Fine Gaela, right, to come up to his house, and he's very appreciative of him coming back and talking to him and answering a few questions that he had, right? And he's like, can you swear to me, what is it, if I have you in at a meeting with me, can you swear to me that you're going to be able to answer questions that I might have about Irish law, right? And your man was like, well, I could answer about 90% of what you're going to ask me, I'm sure. This is a TD sign. So he goes, so you're telling me you're not like adept in law? And he says on camera, no. So, I mean, that's the whole system falling apart then, isn't it? If these people haven't even studied law themselves, yet they're the ones dishing out law. Do you know, isn't that what was the word you used? Crypto facto or de facto or some shit like that. Don't know if you remember the video. Here's the same van, look. There was two fuckers, two poo-poos, and they were laying there bleeding whacked out ahead. One of the local outfits seen them there and get the fuck away. Don't know if you remember that. But yeah, look out for that video, Jerry. I'll tag you in it. And like, once your man start asking him these things, he goes, he says like, I can't be talking about this now. But like, you're a TD, you're meant to be there answering, and you just said on camera that you haven't studied law. Wow. Oh, what's the crack, Solway? What's up, man? Hello? What's the story? Yeah, Robbie Lawler was from here. Yeah, Gareth. He was from here. Well, he was about 15 minutes up over the back of them houses. When's the next date in Dublin? I'm sure a few people in the chat here will know. Some people are quite good at staying on top of what's happening next. I am on a lot of platforms. It's just there's so much to bleed and keep up with, and I have a lot coming up this week. Of my Babs' birthday tomorrow. She's 9. Fucking hell, goes by so quick. My little Leilani, she turns 9 tomorrow. Alan Shitter studied law. He probably studied Black Cube law, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. I'm sure he's all up to date with that. They just CEOs of each department, advisors tell them, and the councillors. But Jerry, there's definitely, like, we all know there's a concerted effort here, do you know? There's a concerted effort, there has to be, because it wouldn't manifest if there wasn't a concerted effort by all of them, do you know? To bring about whatever it is they want to bring about. Which is, as we can all see, a fucking some sort of replacement plan, you know. It's either one of the two things that we talk about. It's either a great replacement or these lads are going to be like, you know, when the Irish really figure everything out and just get the pitchforks and the hurls out and all, they're going to be the lads that are going to be protecting the government. Because they're going to need more than whatever the Garda force is. There's not enough Garda for when shit really fucking hits the fan, you know? What's the name of my Facebook? Ooh, TJ. Ooh. Tell me yours and I'll add you. Did you see the flat-earth guy in the Arctic? The lads at the wall. I seen a video of a couple of lads on a boat, and he went on the boat up along the edge of it now. But like I said, God knows. Like, that's probably why they keep that sort of divide going. Yeah, it keeps us fighting each other, right? But as well as that, like, it's stopping humans from coming to an understanding of something, you know? And if they let that happen, then the plan fight kind of falls apart bit by bit. If we start understanding stuff, if you get me. Stop. Facebook is great for sharing that. What's the story, that guy, Scott? What's up, man? That video you did earlier on Coolock, top notch, good shit. I'm gonna use that. That's good shit. Because I didn't know that they had this poster where they giving him a, whatever it was they were giving. I suppose it was like a knighthood back in the day or whatever. But they used fucking Coolock to praise the guy who fucking invented vaccines. I forget his name. Put his name in there. I forget his name. Yeah, it's from 1804. Holy shit. It was a good video, man. Sorry to burst people's bubbles. Despite McGregor's undeniable success at the pinnacle within his profession as a mixed martial art artist. No, not Grogs, no. Oh, the red shoes, though. CST, the red shoes. Got them Nikes for nothing. Comfy there. Wouldn't be called dead in Crocs, whatever you want to call them. Scramblers, Jerry, Scramblers. They love that. They love the main road out there. Now I'm gonna put just this my hand over here because I don't want you fuckers seeing where I live. Oh, there's my neighbour. Hopefully it doesn't say my name now when I walk by. I'll bring you in for a minute, right? That's all they do, Jerry. It does me head in. They just keep going up and down. Like, surely the buzz runs out after a while, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? No, they just constantly do it. They fucking hit some woman in there. Well, one of them hit it. Yeah, I used to watch Peterson myself. He just cries now all the time. What's the story with that? He just cries all the time. Like, come on, Jordan. You were so eloquent. It's funny you say drones. I could swear I'm seeing drones going around everywhere. Yeah, let me flip you around, hang on. There's that. There we go. What's up, doggies? What's it from, bro? Wait, no. Don't say it. There you go. What? Right, what you saying? What you all saying? What's the story? Drones are big like cars. Now some of them I have seen. They sound different from normal planes. That's how I know. They're very different from normal planes, and they're not far. They're not far. Who's the favourite for the All Ireland in the football? Kerry or Donegal? I'll go with Donegal. I will, CST. Thanks very much. She's got loads booked. She's got the bleeding. She's got 6 of her friends over, and they have a van booked to do their nails and their hair and all this stuff. So they'll be well entertained. How are you, Linda? In Phoenix. Mousy give you them. So yeah, I just there you goes. Go and check out that guy Scott Webb. Give him a few subs. Some of his stuff is amazing. Like, it's good information, you know. And like when I first came across all that stuff with the likes of Pizzagate and things like that, which led me to Coolock, you know, who is there. Coolock is the one that they're doing all that stuff to and praising. And lo and behold, the guy who invented it, was it from a cow something you said? Uteri from a cow or some shit like this. Anyways, go and check out that guy Scott Webb's page and give him a sub, please. Good stuff. I'm a Southsider, peace to all Northsiders. Yeah. It's like what they're doing with, you know. Like, think about that. They've even got Dublin divided. Do you know what I mean? They've even got Dublin divided. Hell, they've even got roads against roads. Roads against roads in some areas. Which is mad. If they all just stopped and really thought about what's coming in to Ireland, you know, subdivision, there you go. The cherry just hits on the head every time. If they all just stopped and thought, like, especially people that have children, do you know? I'm sure these people that have children in Ireland are thinking exactly what we're all thinking, that they want a safe environment for their children to grow up like what we had, you know? I mean, that's what it's got me up my arse and got me speaking up, is wanting a safe place for my child and Irish children to grow up in. That's all. Oy vey, you can't talk about that. Well, can't talk about what stuff? What did I talk about? I don't know. I know. Well, I was saying to you as well, I hit like the 10k, and usually, I said to Paul before as well, usually on the other 2 channels, when they hit 10k, I felt, well, they completely got rid of the channels on me. So it was like I was being watched more, you know, that way. But I don't care anymore. I don't give a fuck. Plus, I have the backup. Go sub to me backup, and anyway. And then if they go and strike that one down, I'll have another backup ready. So I don't care. I don't care. That's the story, Alan. Welcome. But yeah, I leave that there for tonight. I just thought I'd do that video because I wanted to clear up that thing about Coolock. The wall is still there, right? Up Finbar was the story. The wall is still there, hasn't been touched. Do I monetize? No, I don't do any of that stuff, like the ads and all. No, I don't do any of that. Plus, I sometimes with some of my videos, I always ask people, but I might use their video and do like a soundbite over it. But I always ask them. So even on that stance, YouTube don't let you do anything in any way. Do you know, it has to be all your own work type of thing. In Belfast, in the Republican community, we don't go on social media. You learn these things as an activist. Fair point. Fair point. So we have a few backups to not get rid of us. Thanks, Linda. In Phoenix. I do cover some stuff in the US as well. Like, all the Epstein stuff, you know, because I think as well with everything else that's going on, right? There's stuff that links all of these people, individuals, which is the scientists. Do you know, the scientists are a big link, and a lot of them went to that island. A lot of them were scientists. Do you know? So I think there's a big link there when it comes to all that stuff. The Epstein and the scientist. I have done Pizzagate research. You know, the Roma guy there was threatening to stab children. Oh, I've done a Zoom. Like this. Pizzagate time, was it? Well, I only put a video up about him the other day because they came out and said that the Algerian fella, yeah, in Parnell Street, that they said that he was still being psychologically evaluated. And I'm thinking to myself, what, 2 years later? 2 years later? And you're still... Have you ever heard anything so ridiculous? What I think they're doing is, well, they're getting two uses. One being they initially wanted to go away from the mass awareness about it. But at the same time, they're doing these little parts because they know that we're still paying attention. Do you know? And the whole point of them running stories like that is to get under your skin, make you feel like you're going mad. That's the whole point, to make you feel like you're going mad. Like, make you feel like you're the only one that is informed about it. That's what they're doing with them stories. I always quote Luna from Harry Potter when it comes to stuff like that, because when she's in, her and Harry, they're the only two that have seen death firsthand, so therefore they can see the horses, the black horses, and Harry just can't understand things. And Luna out of nowhere goes, "Well, Harry, if I was Voldemort," 'cause she's not afraid to say his name, "if I was Voldemort, I'd want to make you feel like you were on your own as well." TV show produced in Hollywood and New York City. Pay attention. The TV show produced in New York. Which is, Linda, sorry. What did I miss? They're not really in power. They told us what to do and allowed to be part of the pop culture. Yup, Parsnip, what's the story? Quiet, man, don't put yourself down. Remember, your body's your mind and body is listening to yourself when you're saying them things. If I was the devil, yeah, that was a good poem. I think I did a video on that, didn't I, Jerry? And read it out. I think I read it out. But yeah, I'll leave it there, right, for tonight. The next, I'm gonna do it live in town, a walkabout in town, next week at some stage. So just throw an eye on my community wall, and yeah, I'll do it. I'll take you out for a walk through town, maybe look at some old buildings and stuff like that and have a chat. But like I said, the whole point of this video tonight was that whoever's sharing that video about Coolock, with loads of guard and all outside it, it's all bollocks. You've just seen it for yourselves. Go back to the start of this video. I actually went into the premises and showed you that it's bollocks. The boulders are still there, you know. I want to be fresher in the morning as well. Do you know, I have a lot of the Babs' birthday and stuff, so I want to have a shower, have one of my Guinness, and then jump off the bed. If get Mars Bar in the chat. He sings a few songs, really. Oh, sorry, Fiona. Sorry. I'm absolutely, like, you wouldn't believe the scrubbing that I did today. Fucking hands and knees jobby, bit of elbow grease. I scrubbed everything. Because it's the girls, you want the place nice and clean for the girls, you know. Yeah, they're going to be in the van getting their nails done and all, but when we come in and do the cake and stuff like that, I wanted it to be nice and sparkling. I will look after me, Baba. Thank you, T, for everyone. But go on. I love yous and leave yous. I need to shoe off. Alright. Slán. There you go, there's my little contribution there. Slán. Talk to you later. Any skins.